fucking pussy farts. Welcome to a Frazzlog where I'm driving home. This is a new concept here. We have the Frazzlog. It's French for driving with Frazzleberry. It's not a bad series. Rotten Tomatoes, even though it's an unreliable critic site, says it's a fucking flying 5 out of 5. Those are their exact words. They actually teamed up with Roger Ebert to do the review on that one, so you know it's extremely reliable at that point. Come on, you titty. I always feel uncomfortable right on reds. I'm always like, should I push it? Should I push it? I usually just play it safe sometimes though, because you'll get these guys who don't have their signals on. You're like, is this guy gonna go for it or is he not gonna go for it? So typically I like to play it a little safer. But yeah, so we're going home. We're driving in my Ford Fusion 2008, and yeah, dude, just loving life. Driving home, fucking work is fun. I love work, man. I only wake up for 2 things, and that's my fiance and work. Whew. Boy, don't even get me started on those 2. They're like water and oil. Ooh, boy, they can get together, but when they get together, boy, it's instabilities. Yeah, so we're heading home. It's foggy out. We got some dew on the windshields, trying to get it off with the wipers, but it's not working too good. I need to get new wipers pretty badly. Alright, so we're driving our car. We're going to begin the Frazzlog segment of Phantasy Star Universe, a tale of Rappy. Fuck yeah, I like this one. It has nothing to do with the story at all, but I'll leave a comment about the Rappy species in Phantasy Star. I think they're great animals. I think they're very good. They're good assets to the game. I think that should be Sega's mascot, honestly. I don't like Sonic. I really don't like Sonic, but the Rappy, if you're not familiar with Rappies, go to Google or Bing, type in Phantasy Star Rappy, R-A-P-P-Y. Look that up. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. If you like the Rappy design, tell me if you think it would make a better, you know, figurehead for Sega than the Sonic would, of course. So Phantasy Star Universe. The last time we were talking about it, we were in demo phase. I think the demo lasted for 2 to 4 weeks, and played a lot of Param, dude. We went to the Param planet. We killed a bunch of D-Reagan. Loved it. Now the next phase of Phantasy Star, of course, would be the release of the game. I don't remember specific dates, but I remember it was 2006. It was either September or October. August, September, or October, one of those days. Somebody can fact check me if they want to, but if not, it's whatever. But it came out in the late summer, and I was super hyped for the game. I had it pre-ordered. However, as a person who didn't have to have any like responsibilities, I was a night dweller. I would wake up at like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, play games all night, go back to bed in the morning, sleep through the day. That was my life. So Phantasy Star Universe comes out on a Tuesday, like always, and I'm like sleeping. I think I actually slept until like 6 or 7 p.m. And I remember thinking like, fuck, I'm gonna miss the game. Fuck. So I woke up immediately. I'm like, Dad, we gotta go get the game. It's already paid off. All we have to do is pick it up. So we jumped in the car. We flew up the road. We're up on North Triphammer Road. All the red lights are fucking stopping us from going to GameStop. In my head, I'm thinking like, oh fuck, this place is gonna close. They're gonna close. But in reality, they close at like 9 p.m. So like, I still had a couple hours. But we get down to GameStop. I get my game. We head on back home and pop that bastard in. And at this point in my gaming career, I was very heavy into achievements. Was I? Yeah, I think I was. Was I? Yeah, I think I was a little into achievements. There was a couple of achievement sites I'd use, but at this point I was into achievements. For a while there, I wasn't really into achievements. It was an interesting idea, but nothing really intrigued me about them. So like I was like, all right, let me check this achievement site, see if anybody's got any achievements yet. Nobody had more than like one achievement. So I was like, fuck, this is my opportunity. So at that moment, I had the objective to get every single achievement in the game before anybody else. The game only had, I think, 7 or 8 achievements, and they were just for beating the story mode. So I was instantly like dead set. I was like, I'm getting all these fucking achievements. I have to get them all. So I ended up playing the game for, I believe it was 22 hours straight. That wasn't like, I had to take bathroom breaks, and I took a couple of snack breaks and stuff like that, but that was like a consecutive play. Like, I was out of the room for maybe 5 minutes at most each time I walked away from the console. But regardless, I'd bring the food back to me. I would come back after I take a pee or whatever, and I played the game for 22 hours straight, and I loved it. Like, the story wasn't great or anything, and it wasn't even like a well-produced story mode or anything like that, but I had a blast playing through it, because it gave you snippets of like what the online was going to end up being like, because you got to go to all these different areas that were in the story mode. You got to go to these different planets. You got to see the A rank weapons and B rank weapons, and there may have been S rank weapons, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But regardless, so I was loving it. I was like, fuck, this is so sweet. Like, I got twin blades now. Oh, I got a double sword. Like, I got all these weapons that you don't get to see. And they purposely make the story mode like that, and they make it so you can have multiple weapon classes, which at that point online in the game there was only the 3 base classes, and then I think there was like the upgrade to each of those base classes. But by the end of that game, you were able to use like almost every single weapon with certain classes. There was like 20 different classes. They were all like subclasses and stuff, but like it was pretty fucking cool. But no, I was loving it. Just beat the story mode, 22 hours in, got all the achievements. I was like, finally I can set this down and go take a nap. Went to sleep, woke back up, and I was like, yes. Let me wake up. And at this point I had completely forgotten that this game is a monthly based subscription game. And I was like, no, what the fuck? This is fucking bullshit. So I think I went over to my dad and I was like, Dad, that game I got, like, it's so good, but I've already beaten it. Whoa, you already beat that game? I should have fucking rented it. Yeah, I know, but it's online. Oh, there you go. Go play it. I can't. I gotta get the subscription. How much is this shit? And at this point, my dad he didn't have a job. He was disabled, so, like, the only money we had really coming into the house was, like, his disability money and, like, the government aid money or whatever. And I think he may have had a little savings left over, because he got his settlement or whatever. Some of his settlement, not all of it, but some of it. So I remember him being like, yeah, I guess, whatever. So I got his credit card, ran back there as fast as I could. There's only like, there's been a couple times I've run fast, but that was in my top 5 running moments where I vividly remember flying. Like, I was running so fast, I was off the ground, moving so quick. Ran back to the Xbox 360, slammed down that hunter's license. I was like, sir, I would like to buy this. Bought it. Boom. Another one. Bought that shit. And then I went online for the first time, started my character. I think my first character's name was Frazzlog, which is good. And then yeah, I started up the game, and I started off as a force, like I always do. Or, you know, maybe I started off as a ranger that time. I remember starting to fall in love with the rifles. A lot of people didn't realize it, but the rifles had really high damage output, and they shot really quickly. But because it's a gun, some of the guns you couldn't aim with, but that was one of those guns where you go in the first person mode and aim. So I would do that, and it was really good for de-ragging runs. But I made my character, started playing it, and I was loving it. And I guess that's like the initial start of Phantasy universe. My stories of the story mode, and my stories of the character creation. I don't even remember what my character looked like. But no, I was loving it. That was a really good game, and I didn't realize at the time how much time I was going to sink into that fucking game. Because this was early 2006. No, this was like late 2006. There really wasn't that much on the 360 yet. I don't even think Gears of War was out yet. No, Gears of War. I think Gears of War had just came out, or it was coming out. But I was in love with Phantasy Star for several thousand hours. Several thousand hours, you heard me right. I believe one of my characters had 4,000 hours logged, which is pretty nuts if you think about it. I loved it. I'm gonna end this video here. Goodbye.